Saturday, July 18th, 2026, and this is the backyard farm. We got a couple nice bushes here. We're just gonna do a walkthrough real quick here. There is a Megamines number, I think that's a 3, and here's a number 4. Unfortunately, the number 4 is a far better, I mean, they're both really good, but the number 4 was just a much better cut compared to the number 3, but that's okay. Hey, he's pissing on the number 3. Fucker. Here's my Megamines number 1. Again, this is one I have with that turned purple outside. I have 3 different copies of the same cut, and every single one in 3 different parts of the garden are purple. I think it's a phosphorus problem. But then again, here's the number Megamines number 3. This is a green flower varietal of the same cut. So that flower is primarily purple, and then this flower is primarily green. I think it may have a small bit of speckling into the green on the calyxes, but I mean not very much whatsoever. I think it's primarily a green flower. And the green flower, I have no purple stems on it, and that goes for a couple bushes here as well. I got a couple of these, and all the green ones are green, and all the purple flower plants are purple. Got a Zodaza from Umami Genetics. Umami, something like that. Another Zodaza. Cages that I'm removing from plants. I got another group of plants that we're putting out here, so I'm going to reuse the cages to put, so just in case the rabbits come out. They don't seem to like the bigger plants, just the smaller ones they really dig. Another one of those Zodazas. Here's a strawberry lime margarita. Never grown to indoor or outdoor. What is this? Fucking trash. I gotta roll a joint, that'll come in handy. Then we come into another smaller strawberry lime margarita. Got some a row of small little blueberry Z's in here, or blueberry Skittles, if you want to call it that. There's small plants yet. Then up in this hillside here, this would be what you would call the Terphog, the Terphog official garden, I guess you'd say. Blueberry Z, and Orange Z, and Paloma Z, and Pinana, and all these different Terphog genetics. I was lucky enough to be gifted and be able to work with those this year. So I got the original Skittles too with that lineup. These blueberry Z's, man, they got caught into this higher grass back here. I came back with a weed whacker trying to keep, that's really the biggest chore in this garden here, is just keeping up on the grass. It's not really a really super tall grass. Some of the places you can see where the grass grows. Then everything else is just more sort of clover and Queen Anne's lace. I got some fleabane, red clover, white clover, just your basic prairie mix really, which is nice. It doesn't get too overbearing. It's easy to cut down with the weed whacker, but again, it just kind of eats up the plants if you don't keep up on it, man. I think that the season's getting a little later in there, or we're getting later into the season, that is, and I think that it's gonna slow down anyways. Yeah, I got a bunch of Zodazas and again some local breeders. They're working here. We're testing them outdoors. A lot of this top of the hill up here, primarily, I shouldn't even say a lot, most of this top of the square right here is a friend of mine's with Black Flag Genetics, doing a run on the outside, just seeing how they perform. Got some Afghan land races, that's not it. Got some Afghan land races here, Tushturgans, black currant scent and aromas, I suppose. That's what they say anyways. I got a late start on them. I was hoping I was going to get them out bigger, but I just did not. I accidentally hit this one with a weed whacker yesterday, stripped all the the outside layer of the stem off there. I was actually really surprised to come out here and find it alive, but I got to get a stake on her to pick her back up. Here's another one of those outdoors, or not outdoors, what the fuck am I talking about? Here are those Afghan land races, the Tashturgans. Again, it's a beautiful little plant, man. I dig the land races. They're fun to work with, man. This guy's got a really funky smell to his with a stem rub. I got them out late. I think they're all female. I sexed them, I wasn't sure exactly. But I think they're all female. If not, I'll pull the males when I find them. Here's another Tashturgan. Again, that's north of the Hindu Kush area. It's got a really cool pedigree. It's documented since about the Silk Road time. And what's cool about it is because it's such a remote village from where this little guy comes from, that throughout the hash craze of the Afghanistan land races and shit like that, this guy really hasn't been fucked with much. It's pretty much stayed the same for thousands of years. That's what really drew my attention to it. It's just it's from some remote part of the world where nobody really fucks with. Although it's on the Silk Road, it's just up there, man, north of the Hindu Kush mountains, so there's no Mazar Sharif in there, or none of that, no other traditional hash plants that you would typically see come out of Afghanistan. So that's good. It's cool because, like I said, it's from a remote area. I'm really interested to see what that one looks like. In this line here, we got a bunch of skunk pisses. This one's a little bit smaller. The skunk piss itself I think that's a peach tree. Yeah, but the skunk pisses themselves is a skunk #1 crossed with a cat piss. It's a super loud variety, man. I mean, it is. This one really took off, man, compared to her sisters. They are beautiful. Great growing plants, really robust. I mean, they just clone easier than shit. I picked it up out of the Michigan medical market about 2017, and I'm not gonna let her go, man. I mean, I'll give her away. If you want one, let me know. I'll send you one. They're fantastic cuts, man. They're 9 to 10 week varietals. You can cut it down, but it really likes 12 to 13 weeks. Put it in your pocket. You can smell it from across the street. It's fire, man. Another one is another smaller sister of her. These guys back in this corner back here where I cut out this grass with the weed whacker. I did that last night, actually. This path wasn't even here yesterday. I cut out all that shit last night in the dark. I watered 160 plants and stripped 160 plants yesterday. And then by the time I was done watering and stripping, I had just enough time, lucky me, to grab the gas-powered weed whacker and make this fucking path down here on the bottom of the hill, because these plants down here were just engulfed, man. You can see it's not that tall, but it's tall enough where these guys here, they're about the same height as this plant right there. And you can even, like this here, unfortunately, my fucking plum tree, because it was so engulfed, man, those Asian beetles, they just fucked my shit up. And again, some of the plants, because they really got overtaken here in this back corner. I just didn't put that much work into this corner. I should have, but I didn't. Another little guy. Another one, another skunk piss. Another skunk piss. So then we got my pear tree that I planted this year, and that guy, just like I said, it got overran. Everything got just overran back here. So here we have a gyoza. From Umami Seed Company again. It's just super heavy indica dominant. I wasn't even going to keep the cut at all. This one here kind of was like, we'll fucking try it, man. Running outdoors. I just took the fucking pot and threw it in a hole. It's fucked up. It's those rabbits. I had a rabbit problem here at the beginning of the year, and that's why I stuck that plant in that hole. I mean, those rabbits, they killed, this is what, here's the apple tree, but they killed this one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That was 150 feet of holes set on 8 foot on center, and they took out the whole fucking row. Then we started caging shit, and I had a feral cat become part of the farm. Came out of nowhere, man, and every time I see that cat, it's eating rabbits. So I don't shoo it away. I let it hang out in the backyard, and we feed it now, and it kills rabbits. And ever since it's been here, none of the cannabis plants have been fucked up by rabbits. But again, here we are again, coming up to the top of the hill. And these are all, like I said, there's all different types of shit in here. Everything's going pretty good out here in the backside. It's just a lot of work, really. You know, like I said, with all the defoliation and the watering and the feeding and the keeping up on the grass itself. You know, when going from mowing, which was a bitch, to actually just coming and chopping and dropping all this shit here and just letting it lay on the top, you know, and let it break down that way. The weed whacker was just a lot fucking easier. Yeah, some watermelon Z's. Yeah, we just put we put this little garden in right here. I think it's 50, it was 50 plants when we started. And we put it in 4 or 5 days before the heat wave started here again, maybe like 10 days ago. It was right after it got super hot, then it got kind of cool. Then we put these guys, all the ones in cages out. Came out again, the weather's been a motherfucker lately, that's for sure. I come up here and I see a couple of these bitches. I thought I hit all that goes when you have so many of them like that. I think I must have skipped 1 or 2, because there are a couple up here that they look like they need a little water. This one was looking really stupid before, so I got a little bit of water on her. I'm gonna put some water on her. It's when cannabis becomes work. There you go. Yeah. But again, some of these are, I mean, they're getting pretty big out here. I think here we got what's this? What is this one here? A Skylights? I don't know what the hell that is. Whatever it is, it's a big bitch though. Oh, I'm sorry, dude, I stepped on the dog. Good boy. Yo, man. But it's a Skylights. And you got this other one back here in the bush. I fucking missed this one completely and totally. I said defoliated, took all the leaves off, defoliated her yesterday, so got to get these weeds cut back in here. Ah, there you go, man. Beautiful garden. Lots of work left to do, man. Peace.